Hello, and here we are for the top-down analysis of GU. And okay, so I start from the weekly because that gives me a view of key levels and areas that I really should pay attention to, because that's where the big trades stem from. So the way I trade is using Fibonacci, trend lines, and zones. Zones that belong to time frames, and trend lines. So I come from smart money, and I abandoned it. I was always second guessing. With the trend lines, which I despised, I'm not British native, so some words are invented. But what I find about the trend lines is that they can be quite exact and precise. So as soon as I saw how to use them, and I learned how to use them, I fell in love. Anyway, so anything that is below the trend line is bearish, and trend lines can be much steeper because the lower lows here that are being created are from this point to this other point are much steeper. Anyway, so I'll just mark up. And if I'm going too slow, feel free to raise the speed of the video in the settings of the video. All right, so this is, I start off by marking up the trend lines, and the high time frame, I like to do it in orange. So I see another trend line here. Then levels. I'm seeing that the last level broken in an uptrend was this one, right? Everything is color coded, and my levels are 4 times the thickness. Then here it broke a high, made a low, did not make a new high, just didn't. But so it made a high, a low, did not, but then made a new low. So now my low is this one. Here there was the break of structure. So this is the new high. Well, no, this was the new high because it got broken here. And this is so if I look backwards, this is the new current high. Look backwards, this is the new low. There we go. So this is a boss. Break of structure. Now, I drop down to the daily, right? Because the point is to get closer to price. Hey, ciao. Ciao. Are you okay? Okay, so the thing is that now I drop down to daily, and I'm seeing a new trend. So a thing I want to do, that I do, is as soon as I have a break of structure, I place a fib, because I want to see where price will be going, and or would tend to go. And so I wanted to retrace at least to 23. Otherwise, I can't be placing, yes, 23. Let's see, a 38, where it would be. Right. So also, I choose these pastel colors for a background because I have been insomniac for a while, and also I've been staring at the screen for a long time during the day. So instead of using the night shift of my Mac, I prefer to have like a yellow light vision on the screen. So and also it's calming colors, so that improves my sleep. Anyway, so on the daily, so this we can make it. For now, since it's not completed, I'll just chuck the background because then it's confusing. Then what I'm seeing is that on the daily, we had a new trend starting. So again, we have a new trend line. This time I'm gonna do it in green. And then I had a new break of structure here, right? So this goes in a 2-point, right? So a new Fibonacci is for this upper leg because we have impulse, broke structure, correction, and then we now have the continuation. And we can say that because we had a new break of structure. It could have kept going down in a downtrend. You see, broke structure, that is going up. So now my new fib is this one, right? Okay, so this was completed. And we can complete it. And now we use the green, right? So completed, but we did have a new break of structure. So now I have the fib of the continuation. The fib tells me when the impulsive move is like when the trend is going to lose steam. And here, what I've got is this break of structure because this one was the move that broke structure, but then it could have melted. So now I need a new break of structure, and I've got this one. So this is a new break of structure, exactly like this was. I'm just gonna edit this. So there's a new break of structure, and this low was respected. So that is, and now this retraced. So I'm going to place it though on, so this was the break for which now I'm looking for a continuation. However, I'm going to place the fib instead of on the new high. I'm going to place it on this one because this was the break that broke this structure. If that retraces to 23, I'm good enough, and I'm just going to leave it there, right? So that's it. Is an open fib, is not completed yet. Completed when it goes to negative 27. So I'm going to take the background off. And you want to be very systematic. So all this easiness of marking up the chart and knowing what is what low, what high, what break of structure is what, comes from probably a year of learning. And my mentors I've learned from Jessica Lane and Mike Lito, and then also Nollis the trader, and it's been hard, but once you get it, you get it. Anyway, so now, all right, so I'm going to, so for me now, GU is bullish until we reach the negative 27. However, we are very close to this trend line. So, and we are between these two trends. Let's see what's happened, what is going to happen. In the meantime, I have this leg trend line that is going to be this one now. I'm choosing this because it created a new high. This is going to be light, a lighter one, like that. Right, then what else? So we are going to see, today is NFP day. I'm going to show you the trade I took, the 100 pips I took 2 days ago. So you see, this is a place where we want to see things being retested. And this trend line was actually like that. And so I had a new break of structure. So I had my minor structure fib that was like this. I'm going to do it in black. And a bit darker, so we are going to see it. So GU now is where we start to analyze price. So GU was, so as soon as it broke this one, I had this low and I was looking for it to be retested. So in my group of traders, we would know that we had multiple break of structures of minor structure here. One is enough to say we are in a downtrend, but we had multiple ones. So this is four times. I like to be precise, right? So we all put a fib. We would put a fib here. It retraced to 23, but it never was completed. So I'm going to background, right? It was never completed. And if a fib doesn't have to complete, especially where there's a low and we're still bullish. So I was expecting the long, but here we go. So this is a trend line, minor structure trend line, and this is, so I'm going to make now this one, because we know now that we had the impulsive move, which is this one. This is the impulsive move. So we are looking for, so I'm going to take this on the side now. We know that it's going to retrace and we will be looking for a long. But since I entered with break and retest, here it didn't retest. So I was looking for a new opportunity. In the meantime, price made a let's say a minor structure new high, and I was waiting for it to retest. You see how by knowing market, so I told you I come from smart money, and now I have a very precise set of rules. So although with smart money, I would see that there is an entry, not because of the trend line, but because of this order block. I see it, but I don't enter because I am not seeing the entry in my rules. And this makes it systematic and it makes me consistent. Now, let's see. I don't have a trend line to draw right now. So in here, this piece of price action. So I'll have to wait until something for me shows up, something for my rules show up. Right, so now we've got this. This is a new break of structure, and this is the new low, which is respected. Again, I don't have a trend line. I don't have a trend line. And so then this is a new break of structure. Oh, what's happened? Okay, so this is a new break of structure, but nothing. Again, I don't have a trend line to draw. I could have drawn on the 1 hour this trend line, but it didn't give me any entry. Didn't give me any entry. So now I would be waiting. In the meantime, I had the fib going up. break of structure, new high, right? So this would be my new high, this one. I took a minor structure trade in here the week before because I had a break here. Because here I had a trend line. So let me. This was the fib. We were here. I was aiming to go, oops. We were here. I was aiming for price to go to negative 27 and it did. So I took my trade. I was looking for an entry and I had a trend line here on the 30 minutes. Where is it now? Yeah. I had a trend line here on the 30 minutes. And I had a break and a retest. And I entered in this area. I entered here. And that was my trade. Up to negative 27. There. Right? So, and that was then, yes, we're there. Now, on the 1 hour, we can clearly see this trend. Sorry, like I'm in a construction site and like here now banging. So this was the trend. And then it went up. So I had a trend line and this was the trade. I entered here. This was a trade and I got, yeah, because this fib was ending here with this negative 61.8 because it retraced to below 50%. So my take profit and end of fib level is negative 61.8. But then there was this new break of structure. And now I'm waiting for the entry. So I waited for it to come back. The new low was this one. Just wicked it and it reacted. And also I had on the 15 minutes, I had divergence here. So this is divergence on the 15 minutes. Then up, then I had my trend line break and retest. Beautiful. And I entered exactly there. And my new Fibonacci is from the low to the impulse, like that. And I pull the trade at the highs because my analysis was at least negative 27. So we reached it this morning. I pulled the trade here because we just took the high, we had divergence, and I didn't want to risk it to go all the way down and then up again. So I secured my profits. And this is the thing. So for right now, this is what's going to happen. For right now, so my trade was this region. We have a trend line, of course. And I have probably seen that it's NFP today. So I'm going to watch what's going to happen. We have divergence here. And the new level, this is a key level. It's also the low, but it's a key level. So I'm going to do it like this. So now we will see what's going to happen. But I am going to sell if price will look like this. Yes, like that. So if price breaks and then comes and retests, then that would be the place where I sell. And this was GU. And this was GU. See you soon.